All right, hello everyone. My name is Lillian and I'm going to be taking you through a 25-30 minute flow, really gentle, just focusing on getting into our bodies, slowing down, stretching it out a little bit, and breathing. I like to do these at the end of my day after I have, worked, done all the things I need to get done, and things like this just really help me to settle down, let go of whatever my day held, and just be present. If you've watched my videos before, this is the first one that I've been filming with my hair shaved, so I am the same person. Just want to let you all know. But yeah, so I'm really excited to lead you all through this, and let's go ahead and get started. For today, you're gonna need a strap and 2 blocks if you want them. So let's get started on our backs today. You can just let your legs go long on your mat, arms resting by your sides. Once you're there, you can start to close your eyes, just allowing yourself to take up as much space as you want or can. Taking some really big breaths down to your low belly. Letting go of your day, the work day, or if it was just one of your weekends. Allowing yourself to reflect. Notice, observe, and respond here and now. Allowing this next 30 minutes to be whatever you need. Maybe that's to let go of some anger or some frustration. Maybe that's to hold on to some of the hope or the joy that you have. Maybe that's just to keep celebrating whatever you're celebrating. Wherever you're at, you're invited here now to take what you need. Take a really big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Last one, inhale, big breath in. And a big breath out. Start to bring some movement into your hands, your feet, rolling out your wrists, rolling out your ankles. And then when you're ready, you're gonna hug your knees into your chest, give them a big squeeze, and start to rock from side to side on your low back. So we're massaging out the low back here. Maybe you make some really big circles or add in anything else that you need. This is a spot on our backside body that might feel a little bit tight from time to time, so just giving it a little bit of love now. And then when you're ready, there's no rush. We're gonna come into happy baby. So grabbing onto the soles of the feet, inside or outside, or if you're feeling a little tight today, grab onto your thighs. And you're using your biceps to gently pull the knees further down towards the mat. Making sure that your chin is slightly tucked into your chest and that your tailbone is planted on the mat. Once you're here, you could add some movement. You could straighten one leg, keeping the other bent, and then switch that for the other leg. You could find stillness, really focusing on the back side of the legs length. Maybe you focus on your breath here. Doing whatever you need, adding in whatever you want. Allowing this practice to be exactly what you want. We're not just listening to someone tell us what to do, but we're listening and following the direction, but we're adding on when we need to, we're taking away when we need to. Nice. And then once you're ready, you're gonna keep the right leg into your chest and let the left leg go long on the mat. So go ahead and start to hug the right knee into your chest. And if you have that strap next to you, go ahead and grab onto it. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. You could always grab like a belt or something, or just use no strap at all. We're gonna wrap that around the sole of the foot, and then we're gonna reach the right leg up to the sky. So grabbing onto that strap, you're just pulling that leg further down towards your chest, keeping the knee extended, keeping it straight. We're finding a hamstring, calf stretch. Everything on the back side of this right leg is feeling lengthened right now. It's feeling a little bit of love, a little bit of attention. Making sure to keep your breath really fluid and full, because that's how you're gonna know the boundary of where you wanna go. If you have the strap in your right hand, go ahead and keep it there. If it's not, go ahead and bring it over to your right hand. You're going to slowly start to drop the leg over towards the right. So you could extend the left arm out towards the left to help with a little bit of balance here, but we're letting the right leg come out towards the right as much as it feels good. The strap is in your hand to really help you, so it's to help the leg slowly lower down, to help with the strengthening of it. So if you want to grab onto the end of the strap with the left hand, feel free to. That sometimes helps me. Taking some big breaths here. Now changing the way that our leg is extended. Instead of up to the ceiling, now it's out to the side. We're finding more of an inner thigh stretch, even down to our inner heel. One more breath in. And stay for the exhale. On your next inhale, use your strap to pull the leg further up towards the sky so we're back into the middle. We're going to take the strap into our left hand. Maybe you want to grab onto the end of it with your right. And you're slowly going to drop the leg over towards the left now. Your right hip is going to start to lift off the mat. That's okay. You can start to drop the leg over. And if you want to drop the foot all the way over to find a full twist, also feel free to do that. We're again breathing down to low belly. Maybe right hand is extended out to the right. Maybe it's still grabbing onto the strap like me. Either way is fine. Now we're finding an outside of the hip stretch. You almost feel it going all the way down to your knee, into the inner part of your foot, even into your arch maybe. One more breath in. And stay for the exhale. On your next inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, hug the knee into the chest and let the right leg go long on the mat as you hug the left knee into your chest. So left knee comes into your chest, give that a big squeeze, and then we're gonna wrap the strap around our left foot this time and extend the leg up towards the sky. This leg is a little bit tighter than my right leg, so I'm just giving it a little bit less tension. So mine's more of like parallel to the wall now. Yours might be a little bit deeper, might be a little bit less. That's okay. Just inviting where your body needs to be today. Inhale. And a big breath out. Take a breath in. And a breath out. We're going to bring the strap into our left hand this time, and maybe the right hand comes to the end of the strap or extends out to the right. You're starting to drop the left foot over towards the left. Using the strap to help you lower that gently, using it to help pull the leg a little bit off the floor. You feel the length of the inner thigh starting to add into this posture. Maybe you extend that right hand out to the side, adding more length into that leg. You continue to use your breath. That's again helping you to find your boundary, your edge. One more breath in. And stay for the breath out. On your next inhale, you're going to come back up to center. Take the strap into your right hand this time. Bring the left hand to the end of the strap or extend it out towards the left. And you're slowly dropping the left leg over towards the right. So now we're getting into that outside of the glute, outside of the hip, even down into the heel. Maybe you play around with flexing the toes back towards your knee, just seeing how that influences this posture. Inhale. And stay for the exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, ditch that strap all together. Hug the knees into the chest. Give them a big squeeze. And then when you're ready, you're going to plant your feet on your mat with the knees shining up to your sky. Hands come down by your hips, palms facing down, and make sure your feet are hip width distance so there's some space in between them. When you're ready, on your inhale, you press into the fullness of your feet to lift your hips up towards the sky. Your glutes are engaged, your belly button pulls up and in, and you're pressing into your triceps just a little bit to take some tension off of your neck. Your breath continues to travel down to low belly. We're finding this glute engagement here. We're finding some stability in the backside body. Making sure your toes are still planting into the mat. They might not be digging down, but they're still engaged. Your breath is flowing. Holding this one a little bit longer. Maybe you want to roll the shoulders underneath you, walk those underneath you, and interlace the fingers under your low back and open up more of the heart center here. If that feels like too much, you can always just come back to that bridge pose with the hands by the sides. You feel your glutes starting to engage even more. If you need to rest, you can rest and lower all the way back down. If not, just stay here for one more breath in. And then start to walk those shoulders underneath you, away from your underneath you, and start to lower all the way down to the mat. You're gonna heel toe your feet together, and you're gonna press into your feet to lift your hips about an inch off the mat. Send the hips over towards the right, and drop the knees over towards the left. You're gonna tee the arms out to the side. You're opening up your arms, and then start to look over towards the right hand here. So knees are pointing over towards the left, and our gaze is over towards the right hand. Just noticing how that feels. Inhale and exhale. Finding this really big twist. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. Stay for the exhale. And inhale, come back up to center and level off the hips. When you're ready, we're gonna press into our feet to lift our hips about an inch. Send them towards the left this time and drop the knees towards the right. Maybe you start to gaze over towards the left hand. Maybe you keep gazing up towards the sky. Inhale here. And take a breath, exhale. Big breath in. And a breath out. You're finding your breath and you're staying present. 2 more, inhale and exhale. Last one, big breath in. Exhale, stay. Inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, you're just gonna stay here for a moment. Just staying present, noticing where you're feeling some length, where you're feeling your breath travel to right now. And once you're ready, we're just gonna grab behind the thighs and rock up into our seat. Once you're here, you're gonna bring the soles of your feet together, bring your knees out wide. We're in a butterfly pose. So the soles of our feet together, our knees are out wide, and I want you to either grab onto your toes or wherever else it feels comfortable. And instead of rounding your back to fold forward, I really want you to keep your backside body engaged. So you squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then you slowly fold forward over the feet. When you're doing that helps you to keep the engagement of your backside body and helps you to actually get more of a stretch of where we're trying to get it. So if we round our back, we have to go deeper and to get that, but why not we just keep our chest up even more and strengthen the backside body while we fold. If your hands want to walk out in front of you, feel free to do that. Finding your breath. Nice. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly rise up to seated. And on your inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Go ahead and bring your feet wherever you want, your legs wherever you want to feel comfortable. On your inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. And exhale, plant the right hand out to the right, left arm reaches up and over. Inhale here. And stay for the exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. Stay for the exhale. And inhale, come back up to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, plant the left hand out towards the left, right arm reaches up and over. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Inhale. And stay for the exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, stay. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, twist and open up towards the right. The right hand's gonna plant behind you and left hand's gonna come to right thigh. On your inhale, reach the crown of the head up to the sky. And exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, stay and twist. Last one, inhale. And stay for the exhale. Inhale, slowly come back to center, reach both arms up. And exhale, twist and open up towards the left this time. Left hand plants behind you, right hand comes to left thigh. Inhale, crown of the head reaches up. And exhale, twist deeper. Inhale. Exhale, stay and twist. Last one, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, come back up to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Go ahead and grab onto that strap again. Again, if you don't have a strap, that's totally fine, but you can grab onto that belt or the strap or whatever you're using, and go ahead and bring your hands really wide on the mat. So your hands are really, really wide, and on your inhale, you're gonna reach the strap up to the sky, and exhale, let it come down. Inhale, reach the strap up, and exhale, come down. And let's pause for a second. If that felt good, keep your hands where they are. If you're like, that was pretty easy, walk your hands in just a little bit more and then see how that feels. So again, on your inhale, you reach the strap up to the sky, and exhale, let it come down. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, let it come down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let it come down. Inhale, reach. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, let it come down. Inhale, reach, and exhale, let it come down. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let that come back down. Inhale, reach, and exhale, come back down. Ditch that strap over and away, and then let's rock up into our tabletop. So in tabletop, we're gonna stack our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees. Our fingers are spread wide, so it's like you go fit like a carrot in between each finger, and then there's some space in between your knees. Imagine you could fit 2 fists in between those. Your shoulders are right on the wrists, and your hips right on the knees. On your next inhale, you're gonna drop your belly, send your gaze up, tailbone up, and exhale, press through your palms, round the back, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, tailbone up. Exhale, round the back, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, tailbone up. Exhale, round the back, tuck your chin and tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly, last one. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, come back into your neutral spine. And on your exhale, bring your big toes together, walk your knees out a little bit wider, and sink your hips back onto your heels. You're gonna walk your hands out in front of you. We're in a child's pose here. So your forehead can go ahead and rest down on your mat. You could close your eyes and just breathe really big down into your low belly. We open up our knees really wide so that we can breathe really, really big here. Feeling a lengthening happening in the back or underneath the arms, even into the armpits a little bit. You feel your breath traveling down into your ribs. Maybe it helps with adding in some length and back side body, and definitely feeling some lengthening happening on the inner thighs. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly rise back up into your tabletop. And once you're here, you're gonna bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So you're gonna keep your heel on the mat, your toes are off, and you're gonna walk your hands forward. If you have blocks here, go ahead and grab onto those, and you're gonna put your hands either on your blocks, if that helps, or lower down onto your forearms so you can come into a little bit of a deeper lizard lunge here. We're opening up even more of our inner thighs here, and even some of the back quad and hip flexors, but I want you to keep your breath really full, and wherever you're feeling the stretch happen, I want you to imagine that you're breathing right to that space. Inhale, exhale, good breath, inhale, and exhale. Last one, inhale, and stay for the exhale. On your next inhale, you're gonna rise up onto your hands. You're gonna keep the left hand planted. On your inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky, open up towards the right knee. Inhale here, and stay here, exhale. You could either stay here, or you could add on by squeezing the back heel into the back glute and reaching back for the pinky edge of the side foot. And you're squeezing heel to glute, but maybe you're pressing or kicking the foot into the hand. Inhale. And exhale. Very last one, inhale. Exhale, gently release the foot, plant that top hand. We're slowly gonna walk our hands back, so we're in a half splits. This might feel like the stretch that we were doing earlier with that strap, but here we're going to send our hips back even more. We have a pretty big bend in front knee, and we're breathing really big. The backside body's engaged just a little bit to keep the spine nice and strong. Inhale. Maybe you fold forward, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. On your exhale, slowly crawl your hands forward and step back into your tabletop. Same thing, second side. Bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand, heel on the mat and toes off. Once you're here, you're gonna grab that block again, and either you place your hands on it to bring your chest up a little bit, or you lower onto your forearms onto the block. If you need more or less than this, please feel free to add on where you want. Again, this is where you can kind of get creative. Really, when we're in a practice, we get a lot of open-ended questions is what I would say they are. So you come into a pose, and the question that is unasked, but it is an open-ended question, is what can I do here? So I'm here in my low lunge lizard, but what can I add on that feels more like me? Maybe you tuck your back toe, you lift the back knee. Maybe you come onto the pinky edge of that left foot. Maybe you lower down to the mat. Maybe you rise up. There's a lot of options here that you can add on to make this posture something for you, rather than trying to force yourself into something that doesn't feel good. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, you're gonna rise back up onto your hands and then stay here for the exhale. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky this time, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper. So now we're opening up towards the left knee. We're opening up, reaching the left arm up to the sky. If this feels good, feel free to stay here, or start to squeeze back heel into glute, and you reach the top hand for the pinky edge of back foot. Maybe you sink the hips a little bit deeper. Maybe you kick the foot into the hand, open up the heart a little bit more to the sky. You have a lot of options here. Inhale and exhale. Big breath in and a big breath out. Last one, inhale. Exhale, gently release that back foot, plant the top hand. We're slowly walking our hands back, so we're in our half splits. So our hips stack over the back knee, and we find this pretty big bend in front knee still. As we send our hips back, we engage backside body, belly button comes up and in. We're finding the backside leg stretch of this left leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, crawl your hands forward. Take your time stepping back into your tabletop. Once you're here, you're gonna crawl your hands a half a palm print forward, tuck your toes, and send your hips up to the sky for your first down dog. Your first and only down dog of this practice, so feel free to pedal out the feet here. Maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. Maybe you want to get super twisty and open up from side to side. Anything that feels good here. We're opening up the backside of the legs just a little bit more. If we haven't already found it, we're definitely just drilling that in right here. And then when you're the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Our feet are hip width distance. There's a pretty big bend in our knees to bring our and exhale, refold. Inhale, you're gonna rise up, come to standing. On your exhale, bend the elbows and cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, come to standing. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, refold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. One more, inhale, rise up. And exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, refold all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And on your exhale, plant your hands and step back to your plank pose and go ahead and drop your knees. Take a breath in here. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. On your inhale, you're gonna press into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, go back into your child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide. Sink your hips onto your heels and plant your forehead down on your mat. Breathe really big here, letting that go. knowing our strength. And then you're gonna just spin the legs around, nothing fancy. We're coming onto our seat. You're gonna keep your feet planted on the mat, grab behind your thighs, and slowly roll all the way down onto your mat. Once you're here, you're gonna bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh, and you're gonna flex your toes back towards your knee. Once you're here, you could stay here pressing that top knee away, or you could bring the legs into the chest, grab behind that left thigh, and press the right knee away. We're focusing on the outside of the hip here, focusing on bringing some length into our piriformis muscle, which is pretty tight in my body. I don't know about you, but it's very tight in mine. So this pose is like a love-hate relationship. So really having to use my breath here to stay present. Breathing right into that area that I feel this lengthening happen. Breathing right into where the tension is building, but also releasing. One more breath in. And exhale, set that back down, set both feet down. Same thing, second side. Bring left ankle on top of right thigh. Flex the toes back towards the knee. You can either stay here, pressing that top knee away, or bringing the legs into the chest, grabbing behind that right thigh, pressing the left knee away. Again, really having to use my breath here to stay present, to stay focused. Breathing down to my low belly, feeling the breath expand my ribs, but also imagining it traveling down into that piriformis muscle, those muscles that are being lengthened. Noticing how my breath is aiding in this posture. Inhale. And exhale. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, gently release that, plant both feet back on the ground. And once you're here, I want you to reach everything up to the sky. We're coming into our waterfall pose. So we're reaching the legs up and the arms up to the sky. We're gonna roll out our ankles here, roll out our wrists. And then once you're ready, you can take your any last final poses here. So maybe a happy baby, maybe a seated twist, or anything else that you need before you come into your final resting pose. And for your final pose, you could do the same thing we did at the beginning of class, just taking our limbs long, taking up as much space as we can. Maybe you're wanting to take a seated meditation, legs up the wall, or anything else that's calling to you. There is no wrong answer for a Shavasana. What we're doing here is breathing, letting things continue just to soak up into our mat, the stresses, the things weighing us down. Coming back into agreement with those things that lift us up, the joys that we have. Coming back into agreement with the hope that's within us, the love that we give and receive. As you rest here, I encourage you to stay as long as you can, whether that's 30 seconds or 30 minutes. I challenge you to stay present with yourself and breathe. Shavasana.